Chase Elliott Saturday at Iowa Speedway did not go the way NASCAR's most popular driver needed it to go. And by the end of the day, he was staring down a trip to the back of the field. Here's exactly what happened. And hey, real quick, if you are a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation news is just getting started. We are pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every week. All right, let's get into it. So let's set the scene. Saturday's NASCAR Cup practice session at Iowa Speedway ran for 50 minutes. And for almost the entire session, things were quiet. In fact, the whole practice only had one real incident. And that incident involved Chase Elliott, driver of the number 9 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet. Now you know who Elliott is. He's been ranked as NASCAR's most popular driver year after year. So when something happens to his car, it's a big deal for a lot of fans watching. And on Saturday, with 27 minutes still left on the clock, Elliott spun out and hit the wall. Let's break down exactly how it happened. Elliott had already completed 30 laps of practice at that point. He was running the second lane through turns 1 and 2. And according to the in-car footage, his car appeared to bottom out just before he lost control. That bottoming out is what triggered the spin, and from there, he made contact with the wall. Now here's an interesting detail about the track itself. Iowa Speedway is actually set for a repave before its 2027 race, which is scheduled for the 4th of July. So this current surface is on its way out. Worth keeping in mind as you watch cars bottoming out and dealing with the track as it is right now. But back to Elliott's car. After the spin, he reported damage to both the left rear and the left front of the Chevrolet. And it wasn't just cosmetic. There were visible scars on the body of the number 9 car. So this was a real hit, not just a scrape. Here's the good news though. Elliott was able to drive the car back to the pits under its own power. That's a big deal, because it meant the Hendrick Motorsports team could get right to work without needing a tow. They took a look at the damage, made some quick fixes, and got him back out on the track fairly fast. Once he returned, Elliott ran another 30 laps to finish out the session. But when you look at the timesheets from that practice, he ended up 30th. Not the result anyone wanted after a session that started with contact. Now, practice is one thing, but qualifying is where it really started to hurt. In qualifying, Elliott was well off the pace. He timed in 32nd. For a driver of his caliber and someone with his name recognition in the sport, that's a rough number to see next to his car. Because qualifying showed there was still work to do, the team made more extensive repairs after that session wrapped up. But here's the catch. Because of those extensive repairs, Elliott will now have to start toward the rear of the field for the race. So a tough practice turned into a tough qualifying session, and now it's turned into a tough starting position too. Let's put this into a little more context, because the timing here really matters. 1 year ago, Elliott actually finished 11th at Iowa. So this is a track where he's had success before, which makes this weekend's struggles stand out even more. And zooming out to the bigger picture of his season, Elliott is currently the only Hendrick Motorsports driver to visit victory lane during the 2026 season. That's a notable stat because it shows he's still capable of getting to the front. But right now, he's in the middle of a rough stretch. He's facing a streak of 8 consecutive races without a top 10 finish. So when you put it all together, a practice crash, damage to both sides of the car, a 32nd place qualifying effort, and now a start from the rear. This is exactly the kind of weekend Elliott did not need while trying to snap that top 10 drought. So here's my question for you. After finishing 11th at Iowa a year ago, do you think Chase Elliott and the number 9 team can still fight through the field and salvage this weekend? Drop your prediction in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join the NASCAR Nation News community. We'll see you in the next one.